Can longest trains become more eco-friendly despite their emissions? Imagine a train stretching over 7 kilometers, carrying tons of iron ore across the Australian outback. These massive trains are marvels of engineering and transportation. The longest trains, like the 7.353-kilometer BHP iron ore train in Australia and India's Rudhrashtra freight train at 4.5 kilometers, are among the largest vehicles on rails. They move huge amounts of freight but also produce a lot of emissions because they relying on diesel-electric locomotives. So, can these colossal trains become greener without losing their impressive size and capacity? The good news is yes, there are ways to make them more eco-friendly. One effective method is to run longer trains like Rudhrashtra by connecting multiple rakes into a single, continuous unit. This reduces the number of trips needed to move the same amount of freight. Fewer trips mean less fuel burned and fewer emissions per ton of cargo. For example, Rudhrashtra combines 6 standard rakes with 7 locomotives, which makes freight movement more efficient and cuts operational costs. This approach not only saves fuel but also reduces the environmental impact of each trip. Another way to improve eco-friendliness is to upgrade the locomotives themselves. Many trains still use diesel-electric engines, but newer models with better fuel efficiency are available. Some trains now use hybrid systems that combine diesel and electric power, which burn less fuel. Electrification of rail lines is also a promising option. When trains run on electricity generated from renewable sources like wind or solar, their emissions drop dramatically, sometimes to near zero. This shift to cleaner energy sources can make even the longest trains much kinder to the environment. Optimizing how trains are operated is also key. Precise scheduling and reducing idle time mean less fuel waste. Longer trains need sophisticated logistics to ensure they run smoothly and safely. Indian Railways has shown success with Rudhrashtra by carefully coordinating train length and infrastructure. This kind of planning helps cut unnecessary fuel use and emissions. Switching freight from trucks to trains is another big step. Trains, especially long freight trains, are more energy efficient and produce fewer emissions per ton-kilometer than trucks. Many regions are investing in rail networks to replace road transport, inspired by examples like Rudhrashtra. This shift not only saves energy but also lowers overall pollution. In summary, even though these trains are huge and emit a lot of greenhouse gases, they can become more eco-friendly. By making trains longer and more efficient, adopting cleaner locomotive technologies, improving logistics, and encouraging freight transfer from trucks to rail, we can reduce their environmental footprint. These efforts help balance the need for massive transport with the goal of protecting our planet.